A 30-year-old New York street performer was killed after a white passenger allegedly choked him to death for acting in a hostile and erratic manner towards the other passengers on the subway. According to New York Daily News, the suspect is a Marine Corps veteran. The veteran was taken in for questioning, but released without charges as the investigation continues. What are your thoughts? More of the same. Q, go ahead.
I wish he didn't die. You know, it's unfortunate. Shout out to the Marines who stepped in for the best interest of the public. But I don't think that this person was criminal. I think they were ill. And I just wish that he didn't die. I wish that there was a way he could have subdued him without him killing him. And I'm not blaming him because I don't think his intention was to kill the young man. I just wish maybe they could have found a fat bitch on the train that could have sat on him or something until they got to the next stop. But, you know, so condolences to his family. And this is just evidentiary of the fact that mental illness in America is real.
Did you see the video?
I did not. I don't want to see it.
I saw the video. This guy was not a threat. He was loud and he was complaining about not being able to eat, right? Being hungry or something. And this Marine took it upon himself to be the police and put him in a chokehold while another guy held the guy's arm because he couldn't even get to his neck to like get some air, held the arms away. It was 3 people involved. This is a murder. Al, do you agree?
I agree, Claudia. I agree. This is really sad. I lived in New York City 23 years, and I did take the subway a number of years there. And this type of stuff happens on the subway all the time.
It's part of it.
You don't get yourself involved in mental health episodes in New York City trains, because if you did, you would never make it to your destination. I find it very suspect that a 20-year-old veteran of the Marines put him in a chokehold and chokehold him until he died. Now, the fun thing about this is that Al Sharpton and the National Action Network is saying, hey, he needs to be charged with manslaughter. And I agree. He needs to be charged and he needs to be sent straight to jail.
He choked him for 15 minutes.
Yep.
George Floyd had a knee.
What color was the Marine?
White.
White. He choked his man.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, after you had him subdued, after you had him in a certain hole, what's the point of continuously applying the pressure? What point is it? And he's from Queens. So it's not like this is the first time he's seen an episode of a mental illness on the train. Like, what's really going on? I want to know, why was he discharged from the Marines? Because he was a young 24-year-old veteran of the Marines. I think that would give us some history that we need to know surrounding this case.
That's true. You know, it just irritates me. You know, I always have to call the double standards. I saw a video online that showed a little white girl in the middle of like New York, and everyone ran to her like, are you okay? Where's your mommy? Then they did the same experiment with a young Black girl, and everyone just walked past her, couldn't care less. It just reminds me of this. You know what I mean? Like, what made this white man feel like he needed to save the day and put this Black kid in a chokehold for 15 minutes? That I could see if he was in the process of hurting someone. I could see if he was in the process of trying to murder someone or raping someone. Him being loud and complaining about not having enough to eat, and that was enough to irritate you to put him in a chokehold. Am I missing something, Al? Was there anything else besides that? Because I didn't hear anything or read anything about this guy being violent to anyone else.
It's just sad. I mean, it's just sad.
And this is not manslaughter. This is murder.
Yep.
This is murder. Maybe second-degree murder, but it is murder. Yeah. Why is it's manslaughter when it's like done to a Black person, but it's like murder when a Black person does to a white person? It's irritating.